For different parts, we have mentioned the materials and their related factors will be available here, and they are defaults. For example, I try to make new one, construction, test, okay, like this, new, for roofs. Which factor do you want? For example, asphalt, aerated concrete slab, dense plaster with U factor 0.8760. If you want more details about this material, you can download PDF file from help of the software, which has all details about all materials. I'm trying to find roof. As you can see, I'm trying to match the material in the PDF file. Control C, Control V, next. Material are now available here. Dense plaster, yes, it is correct. Like this. These are the properties of our material: conductivity, density, specific heat, and they are same U factor. If you want to see more details, you can see this file from the help of the software. For exterior walls, I use brick with this U factor. For interior walls, plasterboards, timber studding plasterboard. For ceiling, I select one of them, for example, slabs, and try to add the real materials here. For exterior windows, for interior windows, double glazing, and if you have a skylights, you can add it here. And there's a note here: properties of schematic types are used when already selected. It means if you check the override, software will use the properties which you mentioned here. But if you uncheck this checkbox, software will not use. It is clear. So I check all the columns. There is another option here, shading factor for exterior windows. It is the shadow factor for exterior windows. So we can change it if you want from the ASHRAE standard. I put 0 or 1 into this. I use default amount of software. This is the construction type. People in different spaces, for example, by space types. These amounts are by default. Where were they when you define a space type? Area per person was 15.38 people. for cubic. It uses, and also for electrical loads. If you want, you can change them. For example, specify it and add it manually. We'll leave it with the default values. Calculated cooling load is not calculated here. And also heating load. These are for spaces. For example, sometimes you want to make all the spaces and assign one zone for them. I select all. You have the zone here, service type, I will explain this next. Fan coil system, for example. Variable refrigerant flow, VRF systems, and all types are available here. I select fan coil system, coil bypass. It's usually between 10 and 15. You can see cooling information here, and you can add new amount if you want. These parameters are available for zones: heating set point, heating air temperature, okay, for heating and cooling, outdoor air information. You have options for that here. For out air, according to the type of the zones are different, and the amounts and values will be changed. And we do it for next zones, level 2, and finally we assign the geographic coordinations from the Manage tab, Locations. It shows location of the project. There's also default city list option. You can select the city which you live, or any city if you want. You can zoom out and find your desired city. For example, I move the home sign into New York, and coordinations are available up there. For example, maybe your project could be here. The weather data are available there, heating design temperature and clearness number. And if you uncheck this, you can change the values, and you can change it manually. Okay.